All right, fellas, welcome back. Hope everybody has had a good week. First up tonight, I got a sticker in the mail from Manny Crespo, Big Man's Project Car Garage. Right there's his email address. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he's active on Facebook, from what I understand. I don't know. I don't much fool with Facebook anymore. So, anyway, fellas, I got this in the mail, and I stuck this on the back of one of my cards because I seen. I do believe it was Joe over at the model building corner. I think he done that, and I thought, man, that's a cool idea. So that's what I did. So Joe, I kind of stole your idea and did that to mine. I hope that's all right. I'm sure it is. Anyway, fellers, Manny Crespo, man, thank you so much for the sticker. That is so cool. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to use that as like a shop card, fellers. All right, let's see here. Let's move on here. All right. Next up is one of my shop cards, man. If anybody wants one of mine, shoot me an email at that address, and I would be happy to send you one out. All right, fellas, let's get on to the good stuff here. This is going to be the best part of this video anyway. All right, we had 38 entries. Paul at Left Coast Model Car Builds. He come in. He was the last one on my list. It's now about 5 minutes after 7 p.m. or so. So we're shutting her down and we're going to roll with it. All right, fellas, I hope y'all. Let's see here. Man, I can't get this in here. All right. Maybe you can see all of them. This is our entries, 38 entries. So, fellas, let's get right into this part and get this done. And when I first did this, I was only going to do one kit due to my last giveaway at 250. Man only had two entries, so I thought, well, shoot, I'll just give away one kit. Maybe this time I might get 10 entries. That was the goal anyway, 10. Man, we got 38. I can't say thank you enough to you fellers. But I did my video on Sunday, and Monday morning I checked it out, and I was like, oh man, I was getting some entries there and more than what I thought. So I thought, man, I better enter a second kit. So that's what we did, man. 29 Model A Roadster 2-in-1 kit by Revell. So is the food truck. That was our original kit that we was gonna do a giveaway on. I added this one. I've had it in my stash for a little while. That's what I'm working on now, is one of these things. So anyway, I thought, well, shoot, man, I better add a second kit because I'm getting a lot. And fellas, I wish I had more that I could. Hell, I wish I could be like Mike over at Mike's Mods and Customs and send everybody something. But anyway, I can't do that. So, but I did add a second kit. So, fellas, this is what we got. Let me hold this up here one more time. You can pause it. See if your name is on there. I hope I didn't miss nothing. I checked and double checked and triple checked and just kept on checking. And like I say, what I seen was 38 entries. So, fellas, let's move into this, and this is the way I'm going to do this. I assigned everybody a number the way I seen them on my screen, and luckily I started writing them down as soon as I started seeing them. And my number one, Link over at Link Scale Models. Man, I love this stuff. I love all y'all, but I love old Link, man, and uh, awesome, Link. You're number one on my list for my giveaway, and also in my heart, feller. Hell, all right, fellers. Here's the way I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this box up here, which is that 29 Ford Model A Roadster. All right, everybody, I assigned a number, so we're going to go through this, and hopefully I can do this and kind of be a little bit quick about it. Number one, Link Scale Models. Here's the way I'm going to do it. We're going to wad him up, Oh, let me show you the box. It's empty. Well, it's got Link in there now. Number one. All right, fellas. Number two. Don over at Don's Tattoos Garage. He's number two. Don, thank you, man, for getting in on this deal. Link, thank you. You're in the box. All right, number three was Terry over at Model Car Body Shop, Kentucky feller. Uh, Terry, you're in at number three, man. You're going in the box. Man, I've seen everybody do something on their computer or phone or something like some kind of, I don't know what it is, but fellas, I ain't that daggone technical. This is the way we're going to do it old school. Number four, Levi Hired, man. He works where I work. Good young man. He just built his first model, brought it to work and showed it to me. And Levi, man, keep on getting after it, feller. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to throw him in the box, fellers. I'm wadding these up where you can't see no numbers, which hell I can't see in the box anyway. Number five, Project O. Lewis and Andrew. Andrew is his son, man. I always watch these fellers when they put one up. Lewis, he does a lot of stock car, race car, what I'm gonna call them. He does a lot of those, and Andrew does a lot of building too. And man, appreciate your videos. And Lewis and Andrew, appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. They're in at number five. All right. Gonna move on here, fellas. It's gonna take a minute because hell, I watched dang near all the. Oops. Hold on, fellas. We lost that one. All right. Well, hang on here. That was number five. Let's do something here. Daggone it. Number five. Lewis and Andrew. All right, fellers. Didn't mean to do that. Got kind of wild there on that one. All right, let's see. Number five. Lewis and Andrew. You're going in the box, fellers. All right, next up, JT. I need my garage time. He didn't leave a comment on what he likes, but man, I've watched so many of his videos. I watch so many of his videos. And so, man, JT, I don't know if you meant to get in it or not, but I'm throwing you in there, man. I know you're a GM, man. Number six, JT. You're in the box. Unless you hit the floor, then we'll do it again. All right, number seven, Chet, Billboard Builds. Thank you, man, for getting in. Chet, I appreciate you so daggone much. I like what you do, and I've been seeing some daggone cool builds, man. Chet, Billboard Builds. Appreciate you. You're going in the box. Fellas, I thought this would be a little bit easier for me anyway. Next up, Terry Sanders, number eight. Man, Terry has been commenting on my videos since the get-go for me. Terry, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you getting in on this. And fellas, Terry Sanders, he's in on number eight. Low count in the field right there toward the front. All right, next up, man. I love this dude right here, him and his wife, Dean, over at Bench Racing Garage. He's in at number nine. Dean, man, I appreciate you jumping in on this. So daggone much, feller. I really appreciate it. All right, Dean, Bench Racing Garage. He's number nine. Not a bad starting spot. Top 10 in the field. All right, and speaking of top 10, we're on number 10 right here. Number 10, Mrs. 408. She's with 408 Model Shop, which is my good friend Chase. She is the boss of 408 Model Shop, and that'd be Mrs. 408. You're in at number 10. I appreciate you jumping in on this, and good luck. All right, next up, number 11. Glad he got in too. Jeff, the bearded guy, Jeff Lawless. Man, you're in at number 11. You're just one spot out of the top 10 if we was in a race. But that's still a good spot, man. You can go to the front. All right, fellas, Jeff Lawless, the bearded guy. Number 11. Jeff, you're in the box. All right, next up, number 12. Man, we got 38 of these, so it's going to be a minute, fellers. Next up is number 12, Chase, my buddy, 408 Model Shop. That's where your starting spot is. All right, don't be doing no daggone reckless driving. All right, next up is number 13, Mike at Mike's Mods and Customs. Cool fella, man. Mike, I appreciate your channel. I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate the daggone kit you sent me, man. That was a total shock. Mike, he's in at number 13. Ain't nothing bad luck about number 13, fellers. Hell, I've won on 13. Next up, 14, Dustin, Lamb Chop Builds. Dustin, I appreciate you jumping in on this. That's your starting spot, number 14. All right, into the box. Next one, Red. Red Scale Scrapyard. Red, man, I appreciate you jumping in on this. And man, Red had one of the very first shop cards I ever got in the mail. And daggone, he's been one of my YouTube heroes ever since. Not that he wasn't before, because I was already watching him. All right, Red Scale Scrapyard. You're number 15, buddy. All right, into the box. All right, next up, Tim, Box Stock Garage. Now, fellers, on this one, he wasn't going to get in. He said something about he had been very fortunate. And I replied back, he had a couple of those foos kits, and I sent him, I replied back, or I sent him an email. That's what it was, that I was going to add a second kit and what it was. And he said, put him in. So, Tim, Box Stock Garage, man. Love your channel. Love what you do, man. And I really love that daggone light you got in the background, that neon light. Tim, Box Stock Garage. You're in at number 16. All right. Hell, we ain't even halfway there. Tim Nolan, Rat Daddy Studios. He's in on number 17. Man, this dude is a killer painter. Good grief. I could only dream of stuff like that. But Tim, Rat Daddy Studios, man, you're in on number 17, buddy. So you're going in the box. Next up, another Tim. Dang, has that been 3 Tims? It has. 16, 17, and 18. Tim, Throttle Pirate. Man, this dude right here, he does so daggone much. He does. Man, he goes everywhere and videos real cars, car shows, swap meets, model car shows, swap meets. Man, this dude right here, I can't appreciate you so much, Tim, at Throttle Power. You're in on number 18, man. Killer channel. This dude covers everything. I love him. Kentucky feller. Right now, I don't know if he's a transplant or not, but right now he's a daggone Kentucky feller. All right, in on number 19, Kyle, RKD Scaleworks. Kyle, you're in the top 20 anyway on this. All right, man. I love this dude right here, Kyle, RKD Scaleworks. Really a cool feller, man. He's let's see. I don't know how to say this. He is a good member of this model car community, man. He's one of the best. Kyle, RKD Scaleworks. You're in on number 19, fella. All right, you're going in the box. All right, next up is Tiffany, Dirt Road Cinderella. Man, I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen this girl already, this lady. I apologize, this woman. If y'all ain't, you need to go check her out. She's got some killer builds. I just watched one earlier tonight. She finished her off-road group build. If I ain't mistaken, it's being hosted by Pat over at Card Scale Dreams, I believe. I could be wrong. Tiffany, you're in on number 20. Thank you for jumping in on this. I appreciate it. 21. Marcelo over at Mars Garage, man. This dude is tough too. He does some killer stuff. Marcelo, man, I love your channel. I love your videos. Feller, you're in on number 21. Good luck to you, buddy. All right, number 22. Don over at Red Barn Model Works. This is another feller, man. I love watching his videos. And Don, man, we love you. And you're in on number 22, feller. You're just outside top 20. Not a bad spot. Yeah, we'll see how this works out. All right, you're in the box. Next is Dave, in on number 23, Woody Scale Model Garage. Man, this dude right here, oh, I don't know what to say, man. I appreciate him so much. He sent me some of those teardrop hood scoops that he had made, cast, or I think that's what he said, cast. Killer, best looking teardrop hood scoop I've ever seen on a model car. Dave, man, I appreciate you so daggone much. Buddy, you're in on number 23, Woody Scale Model Garage. Love that feller. He means a lot. He helped a lot. Next up, number 24, Tyler Joe. I work with this feller, man. He's been watching my videos all along. He's finally commenting on them some. And Tyler Joe, man, love you, feller. You're in, sitting on number 24 spot, buddy. Next up is Pat, Card Scale Dreams. All right, fellas, before I go into this, let me say this. This is my channel. This is my drawing. I love Pat's channel, which is called Card Scale Dreams. And he has commented on a lot of my videos, and I've watched a ton of his videos. And I said, lower 48, Pat, I think, if I ain't mistaken, he's in Canada. But he does so much for the model car community on YouTube, man. Pat, you're in. I sent you an email, or no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I replied to your comment that you're in. Pat, Card Scale Dreams, man. You're sitting on number 25 spot. All right, fellas, we're gonna get there. Next up is number 26, Donnie Griffin. Another feller I love, man. Donnie Griffin is sitting on number 26 spot, man. If y'all haven't seen his channel, I'm sure you have. Go check him out, man. This fella, I love you, Donnie. Like sit on the front porch and have a glass of sweet tea with you, buddy, or a cup of coffee, or a cold beverage. Donnie Griffin, you're in on number 26, buddy. You're going in the box. All right. Next up, 27, Vinny, Pit Stop Scale Model Garage. I got a car. He was the second car that I opened. Was Gemini Scale Model Works. He changed the name of his channel to Pit Stop Scale Model Garage. Vinny, man, I so much appreciate you jumping in on this, and good luck, buddy. And I've talked to Vinny a couple times on the telephone, man. I'm sorry, fellas. It's Friday night. I've talked to Vinny on the phone a couple times, man. That was always cool. And also, I've talked to Link on the phone. Cool. Vinny, you're in on number 27. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage, fellas. Next up, number 28, Ed over at ELH Scale Model Garage. Buddy, you're sitting in on number 28, and that's where you're going to be starting from. Again, any of these spots ain't bad, fellas. All right, let's see. You're in the box. Next up is, man, this guy, he has a channel, but no videos. Number 29, Lou, 5766. Buddy, you're in. Had sent him a reply to his comment. Was he in the U.S.? And he said he was. He met the criteria. Next up is number 30, Norm over at Half-Ass Model Garage. Love this fella right here, man. Half-Ass Model Garage. I sent him a shop card, and he when he got some, man, he sent me one right out. Norm, I appreciate it. I appreciate what you do over there on your channel, man. I know you had some bad luck back during the hurricane season down there. Feller, I hope you get that all straightened out and get back to modeling. Norm over at Half-Ass Model Garage. You're sitting on number 30 spot, buddy. In the box. Next up is number 31, Pappy. Pappy Tinkers. Excuse me, fellas. You're sitting on number 31 spot. So you're going in the box, and that's where you're at. Appreciate your channel and what you do. Next up is, man, this is a good one right here. I was doing this giveaway because I'd got to 500. Now, let me say this. Without old Tom, Rambler 69, everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. Without him, man, I don't know if I would be at 500 right now. He gave me a shout out early on before I ever had a shop card, and I was literally sitting here when he did that, and man, my daggone subscriber count started going up like right in front of me. It was unreal. Old Tom, Rambler 69, man, you have been nothing but very kind to me, and I appreciate it, as well as a lot of other people. Old Tom, Rambler 69, buddy, you're sitting on number 32 spot. You're going in the daggone box here. Good luck. Next up is number 33, Johnny D, 1166. Man, you're in on number 33 spot. So here we go, fellas. We're about to get to the end of this. Next up is Will, 1968 Ford, man. You're sitting on number 34 spot. Number 34 is actually my favorite daggone number. 34. All right, Will, 1968 Ford, man. You're sitting on number 34 spot. Good luck, buddy. Going into the box. Next up, number 35, Flashback Model Works. Feller, that's what spot you're sitting on, and that's what spot you're going into the box on. We'll see how you come out in the end, feller. Good luck. All right, next up is Joe, Big Sky Model Works. This is another one I don't think he was going to get in, and again, I think he had said something about he had been pretty lucky this year, and I sent him I think I'm putting in the comment. Maybe I sent him an email that I was adding a second kit, and he's like, "All right, man, put me in." So Joe, Big Sky Model Workshop, killer channel, killer feller, man. I love you, Joe. I appreciate that daggone card you sent me, at Bobby Hamilton driver card. I appreciate that. Joe, you're going in the box, sitting on number 36 spot. All right, next up is number 37. That was number 36, right? Yeah, Joe, Big Sky Model Workshop. Next up, number 37, Metal Mania. This feller is down in Australia, and he's out of the country. He didn't really qualify, but Australia, man, I think that's down on the bottom of the planet. I guess if you're looking at the globe, something, don't they call Australia down under? Anyway, man, he was like he'd like to get in, and he would, if he wins, he'd like to send it to someone here in the States. I was like, man, no problem, because this feller has been commenting for a daggone long time, not only on my videos, a lot of y'all's, because I see it. I look at the comments. Hell, I make comments. Number 37, feller, that's where you're starting from. And now for the last one, we got Paul, Left Coast Model Car Builds. He just come in today by what I seen, man. Hang on, fellers, I got wet my throat. All right, we're back. All right, I just seen it today. So, Paul, you come in the daggone dead last spot, feller, number 38. Can you go from the rear to the front? We're about to see here in just a minute, fellers. All right, Left Coast Model Car Builds. If y'all ain't seen that feller, you definitely need to check him out. He also hosts that Sunday morning Model Cars and Coffee, which I enjoy a lot because I come in there and drink coffee, and that's what I watch, man. And also Glenn's Models. I watch him too. All right, fellas, let's do a shake here. We're gonna shake him up. I hope it don't make y'all sick. All right, I think it's shook up. All right, fellas, the first one up is gonna get the pick of the two kits, which is the 29 Ford Model A Roadster 2-in-1 kit. Channeled or Highboy, I guess they call it, whatever. Other one is Foose pickup truck, fellas. Excuse me. All right, now we're going to draw the very first winner out of here. We're going to mix them all up. All right, let's see who the number one is going to be. Right there. Let's see. I hope that's just one piece of paper. Feels like just one piece of paper. So here we go, fellas. Who we got? Ah, number 25, Pat. Cards, Scale Dreams. Hey, Pat, man, if you don't care, shoot me an email, and I'll get this rascal out to you this coming Monday. I'll take it down to the post office on my lunch hour and get this rascal heading to you. And man, I'm glad you jumped in. Pat is my number one winner, fellas. He gets his pick. Now, for the second winner, whichever kit that Pat does not pick, that's what you're going to win. Very cool, man. Pat, Cards Scale Dreams. You're a winner, man. I appreciate you, feller, and I appreciate your channel too and what you do and all your builds. All right, fellas. Next up, we're going in for number 2, which, like I just said, man, once Pat he gets first choice, man, whichever he wants, the Foose or the Model A. All right, now we're going in for number 2, fellas. All right, let's do this again without destroying our little setup here. All right, now let's see. I can do that better with this left hand. All right, fellas, we're going in for it. Where are we go? Here we go. Here we go. All right, who's this gonna be? All right. All right, man. Number 11, Jeff, the bearded guy, Jeff Lawless. Man, Kentucky feller, so that's really cool. I get to send that one, whatever kit Pat doesn't want to pick, man. The other kit, Jeff, man, you're going to be getting a kit coming to you as soon as I find out which one, Pat. That's Cards, Scale Dreams. Whichever one he doesn't want is the one I'm going to send to you. Jeff, I've already got your address. If anything has changed, let me know. But I already got your address, and we swapped cards. I appreciate that. I'll get whichever were left over. I ain't gonna call it leftover. Whichever kit Pat at Card Scale Dreams doesn't want. Pat, man, you're my number one. Shoot me an email, man. At let's see here. Shoot me an email right there. Hot Rods Model Shop at gmail.com, and I'll be happy to get whichever one you pick, man, heading your way. All right, fellas, I'm gonna set this box over here. I'm not gonna take these out of it because if either one, which Jeff doesn't have to, man, he comments on my videos. I watch his videos, so but Pat at Card Scale Dreams, I've never swapped a card with him, man. I don't know for sure where he's at, Pat, man. I think you're in Canada or something. Shoot me a daggone email and with an address, and I'll get your pick of right there, the 29 Model A Roadster or the Foose pickup, whichever one you want, buddy. You let me know. I'll get them heading your way. All right, fellas. I just learned how to do this this morning at work. I was sitting there in the car waiting to go in, and I was trying to figure it out. And I seen my buddy Chase, 408 Model Shop, do it, but he paused his video. Oh! Hold on, before I pause it, let me hold this up here. You can see where everybody come in at. My number one pick was Pat at Card Scale Dreams. All right, my second pick was Jeff Lawless, the beard. Well, it's actually the bearded guy, Jeff Lawless. Y'all know who he is. All right, fellas. So let me move this out of the way, and then I'm gonna pause this. Just learned this, fellas, that how to pause. I'm gonna pause this and get these two kits set over here with the winning number on them, and I'll be waiting on an email from Pat, and I'll get set up for my what's next? Oh yeah, my 29 Roadster. I'm working on one of these. I'll get set up for that. I'm glad I learned how to do this. All right, fellas, that's what we're gonna get to, and give me just a few minutes here, and well, just be real quick for y'all. Hang on, we'll be right back.